Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man. Last time I came back from my little break when I was doing the leagues. We got started on our Slayer grind, seeing as we have 95 Slayer. We started doing some Konar Slayer, looking for Hydra tasks. We did not find any Hydra tasks. I think we did a little, we did some Thermi last episode. I think that was the only boss I did, just General Slayer, working, getting closer. We're still 500k away from another level. So, we didn't do that crazy stuff, but we did get the Smoke Battle Staff from Thermi, so we only need the pet to get the green log. And then, Slayer is Slayer, making money. We made a good chunk of money between that and, doing some soul rune crafting in my AFK time, which I'm doing right now. We're actually going to be here for the remainder of this video. It's just going to be this. No, for the first part of this video, but it won't be too long. As you see, we have a double 99 coming pretty soon here. Less than 100k away for rune crafting XP, and then we only have 6,000, a little over, mining XP to go before we get 99 for that. So that'll be fun to do that. Figured we'd get that out of the way. And then the main meat of this episode is going to see I got a Slayer task here at the very end of last episode. 240 Abyssal Demons in the Abyss, and I am going to try at least start with Sire. I could have sworn I'd done some Sire on this account before, but I haven't. I've just done them on both the last two leagues. I've done quite a bit, so I'm fairly familiar with the fight. Obviously, it's going to be a bit more difficult than in the leagues, but I'd still like to at least try it. If it's terrible, then it's terrible. We don't have to do it, but I don't think it's going to be that insane. The drops aren't incredible. I'll go over them later once we're actually in setup for the fight itself. But there could be some, potentially useful things. And of course, just doing a boss is always fun to do that, to try something new and learn some new things. Because if we don't do that, then I just kill Abbey Demons, and I, might as well just try for Sire. There also was the new twin, the Royal Titans, the twin boss fight. I would like to try that out at some point. Maybe we'll try it for this episode. It would probably be near the end if we did do that. I know for sure we're going to do it before we go to Hydra, because they have the upgrades to Mystic Might and Eagle Eye, which definitely Eagle Eye for sure is going to be useful for anytime we do ranging bosses, because we're going to be praying range prayers. But Sire is melee, so we don't need any of the magic or the range upgrades for that, because we already have Piety. Well, I ended up getting to be just 4 XP away from mining, so rather than just doing it and having to hear the annoying sounds from mining at Arceus Mine, I was like, hey, get a little nostalgic, come back to Lumbridge, maybe the first thing that any of us have ever mined, copper rocks right here, let's go. Yay! 99 mining. We are now a master miner. We can get the mining cape, which I won't buy yet. We'll buy both the capes at the same time, maybe, because I'd have to go get some money. Well, I guess I could go get some money if I want to. Yeah, there's no reason not to go get money. Unfortunately, the mining cape is not super useful for us. It just gives a 5% chance for the double mine, but it only goes up to Addy. It's really bad. It doesn't even work with Amethyst or Rune or anything. I'm surprised that I feel like they kind of updated that somewhat recently, of buffing the amount of things that can be double mined, because mining sucks. Why would you ever do that? And I'm surprised the cape got overlooked. But people have been, I have to do this real quick. People have been asking for the mining, or any of the capes, not just the mining one, to get reworked for a while, the skill capes. So I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the future they change that. For now, we gotta go grab it though, just because I'm not wearing it. Honestly, the main reason I'm going to grab it now is because I realize I'm not wearing a cape in the first place, so we can just put it on, even though I don't think it works with Arceus Mine stuff. Falador, and then I could have just gone to the mining guild directly. I'm just gonna do that. I'm an idiot. I forget sometimes that I have the big teleport thing over here. But yeah, the mining cape, it would be great. I mean, honestly, I don't know why it should be 5% seems super low, but even then, I feel like for 99 mining, even a 20% chance up to Rune does not seem that crazy to me. I guess maybe people would argue oh, we'll just increase botting, but botting's already an issue in the game. I don't know. I don't think that's a good argument for why, legitimate players shouldn't be rewarded for mining. I legit didn't know who for sure the mining tutor even would be, or mining cake guy. Apparently it's this Gadrin dude. I don't know if I've ever talked to him in any of my characters since I've played. This is my first time getting 99 mining anyway. I don't think I got 99 on my way back in the day account. But anyway, we got it now. Of course, there's the mining cape trim. It's actually one of the nicer ones. I really like the blue trim on this one. I like it quite a bit. And then of course, always got to see what the emote is for skill cape. I'm gonna guess it's just mining, and you just get this super pickaxe to destroy a rock. So that's pretty decent. Like I said, the effect for it is not super useful for us, unfortunately. But maybe sometime in the future we'll have, you know, some kind of use. Well, I feel like I was just here talking to you guys about this exact same thing, but once again we have another 99, this time rune crafting. And unlike mining, the rune crafting cape is actually pretty good. We have to go talk to Aubrey, which he's the guy in Varrock, if I'm not mistaken, so we can just tell you right there. Oh, we don't have my cape though. No, or my money. We don't have the money for the cape. But anyway, the rune crafting cape, it gives, one, your pouches never degrade when you're wearing it, so it's like great anywhere you use pouches. And then you also, it counts as, what do you call it, like a tiara, talisman for getting into any altar. So you can just put that, saves you an inventory space or like a head space if you're using a tiara. And it's only, I think we didn't need 100 mil. Was it 100k? I'm just gonna get 1 mil anyway. So you get both of those, which is very nice. It's an improvement at Guardians of the Rift. You're going to use that because you don't need to keep repairing your pouch. It's an improvement for a normal rune crafting. For us, the main thing I'm excited about, but could be good, is that now anytime we get, like, say, you get noted pure essence like fairly frequently, and now that could be a decent thing to, like, if you wanted like money or profit, you could probably go and make nature runes. It's not that far to get to the altar, and we get double natures, of course. For me, I'm thinking more you can get the teleport to the mind altar in your POH, and I would think I could do that, and then hopefully just try a chance for the pets, because I know it's the same rate for all altars for the chance for the pet for every essence you use. So, oh, do you just buy the cape from him? Oh yeah, that's right. It's nicer than other ones. So we got that one again. Wear the rune crafting cape. And then, of course, got to see what the emote is, too. I actually don't know what this emote could be. You just take a big old squat and you show off the runes. Okay, that's a pretty decent one. And it fits really nicely with the vestment of the eye set, or whatever it is. That's a nice one. But anyway, same rate for all the essence altars, so it's basically just the quickest one you can get to from a teleport, and the mind altar is literally right here. So you tele and then run in, and then you craft your runes. It's the quickest one you can get to. So quickest, if you're like a main or an iron, I think that's definitely the best way to go for the pet. If you're solely interested in like chance per pet per hour. The highest chance for any action, I think, is what we've been doing, which is the soul altar. Obviously, we didn't get that going to 99, and I don't really see myself doing much more rune crafting, if any at all. I was saying I'm gonna have to kind of find a new AFK activity now. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Probably the thing that makes the most sense is construction. Just getting in a groove of that. Obviously, when I want to do that, I'd want to have a plank stack, so that would be kind of like another permanent, in quotes, inventory spot that I would be using for that. But I'm not, it's definitely worth it for when you train construction, so I can't complain too much. Because other than that, the only thing that really makes sense is like fishing or cooking could be done AFK-ish if I have like the fish in my inventory, which I don't right now. I think I could get some from my Temporos rewards we have stored up right now. But yeah, the only other thing than construction, also maybe like Giant's Foundry is not AFK. It can be kind of chill, but you do have to like watch and pay attention and stuff. So I think unfortunately, the soul crafting was the last like true AFK AFK in quotes. Even that isn't really like full AFK. It gets less and less AFK progressively from here on out, unfortunately. But I think once we get in a groove, I think construction will be pretty nice. But for now, I'm not planning on getting that started because that would be kind of involved to get going. I think I'm definitely going to sell these runes, see how much we're at. 80 mil on the account right now. This will probably at least get us to 85 mil, I would think. Well more than enough we need for construction. I maybe could even look into using mahogany planks. It would be that much faster for construction instead of teaks with how much money we have. But I'll do that, and then it's going to be time to get into Sire, the main focus of this episode. He says as we're getting 299s. Well, good morning, gamers. It's been a while since I last recorded. I haven't even fully looked at what I was doing before this. I'm pretty sure I was gearing up towards Sire. That was where I was at when I came back. I say came back because my last clip before this was recorded on February 14th, and it is now July 5th. I've been playing for a couple days, but like it hasn't even been a week since I'd say I came back to RuneScape. I don't know if you really know. It's weird to say what happened because it definitely wasn't burnout. I've been burned out before, but I just like wasn't, getting the desire to log on. It also doesn't help that this 2025 has been one of like the best years since I've been alive for like new game releases, in my humble opinion. And I myself, I know many people kind of only play RuneScape. I play a number of games. RuneScape has kind of always been a side thing for me, at least since I got back into it, after being a kid. But certainly since I've been playing the UIM, it's usually been a side thing. Sometimes, it becomes a main thing, but I don't think of it that way, even if it, sometimes does take hours and hours of my life away. And it just got to a point where they're just like, I wasn't living my life in a way that I was, wanting to open RuneScape for a while. Which sucks because I know I was very, very close to maxing, and of course I enjoy making videos for this channel. I wasn't not wanting to make them, but I also wasn't wanting to make them. And then next thing you know, you blink and it's been half the year is gone. But I've been playing a little bit. It's been fun. I didn't want to do Sire when I came back. So I figured like, hey, I might as well just start, rather than keep putting it off. Like, why don't I just start, training some skills? I'm not looking to do anything else right now. So I've just been logging in here or there, doing some mahogany homes. It's pretty chill. I'm not stressing out 100% over like methods or things like that, as you can maybe have seen already. I am using lunars, which I kind of don't like. It's indifferent. And one is, it's really nice to be able to just do your thing like that, and then immediately know where you're going. But then not having any easy home telly is a little annoying. Like I have the monastery cloak, but you still have to run and then go home and then tell you where you want to go. So I'm considering, I'm gonna try this for a bit. I've been doing it for a bit. I got 93 construction a day or two ago, and I've just been pushing through doing like this. But I might try switching back. You can see I've almost done 1,000 contracts. We're gonna hit 1,000 this trip. But I did most of those with doing just having a normal spell book, and then most of the time like you're close to an estate agent. So like there's one right here, Amy obviously in Falador, there's one in Hosidius, and is there one in Ardy? I don't think there's one somewhere else. There's one in Varrock, which you get one of the 3 of the 4 places. So Ardy's the only place that doesn't have an estate agent close by to get new contracts from. So it's like it's never that much further to run to find somebody, and I feel like it's nicer to just have the convenience of being able to go home whenever you want. But I don't know. I'm not super stressing out over XP an hour. I will, I think I'll be able to do probably my longest session today. I've already been going for, the better part of 2 hours. So I'll maybe do at least a little bit of due diligence to try and see, as long as it's not like astronomical differences in XP, I could maybe switch back to the older method. But for now, this is cool. I don't get to use lunars that much, and it is very, very fun. Every now and then, you'll see if you do get like a, you're in Fowler and you just go across the street. Not today, clearly, but it does happen sometimes. This is going to be a max length elite clue, but this should be the last one. Hello, there it is. We actually got this from a crystal impling. I've caught like 3 or 4 of them when I've been doing stuff. You can see I had to go on quite a journey of random things to get when I was geared for construction. But let's go. Elite Casket. That's number 58 for just some alks. Not bad though. I'll take it. What are those? Oak planks. I don't think I'm going to use those for anything. I mean, like maybe worth it for construction. I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a round just to see how little construction XP we get. They did, since I've last played, I actually think it was actually only like a week or two ago, they added in stackable clues, and it's all based on, you can start by, everyone can stack 2, and then you can get up to 5 depending on other things. So I know if you kill the mimic, you get +1 to every tier, and then afterwards you can get these minor and then major scroll cases, which each one, when you get one of those, you get +1, and you get them based on the number of clues you've done. I think it's usually most from like 50 and 100 or like 150 or something like that. As you can see, I have all of them for all the way up through hards, and then I have the small for the elites. I think you need to do 100 or 75 elites to get that. And I don't have any for the masters. You need 25 for the first master tier, and I have done 8 master clues. So maybe one day. I might have to talk to Jess over here to finish up, but I think this should be a construction level from this. Take my cup of tea, and then we'll teleport. 94 construction. I made a change. As you can see, I changed my XP orbs. You've probably already seen that. But I also made a different change. I don't know how I feel about it yet. This will be my first real experience for how it goes. But I added virtual levels to start tracking. So we'll see. Is it even going to give me a thing for that? Oh, look how anticlimactic that was. I thought it would still go like, oh, well, that was level 100 woodcutting. I guess I'll have to try and look into settings to change that to see if it goes off. That's so deflating. But, you know, Mudkip used to do that in a lot of his videos. And I used to be of the mind like, oh, like, who cares? You know, there's no reason to celebrate going over that because, you know, there aren't any higher skills. But I was like, I mean, maybe for these, like, something like that where I would have gotten a cutting, like, a level there, it's just a little bit of like extra like dopamine sense of accomplishment, you know, to break up these like hours and hours of mahogany chopping I'm gonna have ahead of me. But man, that was a letdown. I don't think we're gonna get it before the big final blast at the end, but just in case I'm recording. No, okay. Jess, very important conversation. 1, 2, gonna teleport away, do some magic here. Not gonna pop the level till we get out. 95 construction. I'm pretty sure that's the last level. We're like, oh, Dragon Impling. Oh, live reaction, Dragon Bones. Maybe. Come on, Mystic. Okay, at least we can sell it. I'll go sell it right now, I guess. I just completely lost my train of thought. 95 construction, I'm pretty sure, is the. You can get a max POH then, because you can just boost for everything that you need. Of course, you could have boosted before that too for like important max POH, but I think like 95 is like anything you can boost and make it if you care for such things. Also, how convenient is this? I was going to run up here to sell this anyway, and that's where our next thing is. That's awesome. I love when a plan comes together. I've finally amassed enough points for the last piece of the carpenter's outfit. Go ahead and get the shirt, and now we are 100% decked out in our carpenter's gear. I think it's each piece is like 0.2% extra construction, and then I'm pretty sure when you have all of it, you get the 2.5% construction place. For all of it, like normal outfits do. My brain just broke there. I do know that you do not, the way Mahogany Homes works is obviously, you get construction for every like individual piece you build, and then you get the big boost at the end when you're turning it all in. And unfortunately, the outfit does not work with that boost. It's weird. It's like I could be completely wrong. I feel like you get like one more XP, like it gives you like a little bit of something, but it is not just like you get like 2,700, and then it's not like that, plus 2% more. It's like yeah. So I got more XP. You do get some amount more, but it is not like 2.5. It's quite little. So don't expect to go from 2,000 to 3,000 XP. It does, of course, it's weird because like people will be like, oh, it's not worth it to get the outfit if you're only going for 99. Or it's like, I mean, it is more XP. Like maybe they mean is an insignificant amount of time. Obviously, if you're doing Mahogany Homes, like it's 0 time because we're not using the points for anything else, and we're not at 99 yet, so it's not like we wasted our time getting there. And like it is going to save, even if it's only one trip, it'll save you a little bit of money at least. So I think it's something to go for. It's a collection log too. It's just, and you just feel better when it's like, oh yes, I'm being efficient. I have the full construction outfit on. I'm doing good. And also, I mean, hey, even if it only saves me a little bit of money. Like we're almost 8 mil in the hole since we started, and we've only gotten like 1 level. So yeah, also go away. Don't look at this, guys. Also, I was wrong about the whole XP thing. You do get 2.5% more XP than you originally get for completing contracts at the end there. So I don't know where I heard that from, or if I just made that up to try and sound smart, but that's wrong. The construction is, I've definitely heard people say the thing about it's not worth to go for the outfit, or it doesn't save any time. But like you do get more XP from turning in the contracts at the end. So it is more XP overall. And it's efficient to buy the cheapest pieces first. That's the special thing about the outfit, is rather than it being like each piece is the same bonus, every piece gives like 0.1% extra XP for every 100 points it costs. So, it's basically the same amount of points. The quicker you can use the points, the quicker you should. That's true. You should buy the cheapest stuff first, but don't listen to me about the math. It is 2.5% more for turning in contracts when you have the full outfit on. Another little check-in here for another level. This is all we got on these 99 grinds, man. It's just days and days in between clips, and it's just like, oh, hey, I did it. But I got some plans coming up. I was planning on probably just straight shooting to 99 for this episode, but I think I'm maybe not, because there's a couple problems that we'll go over in a second. First, let me turn this in, and I think we're getting our level right now. Oh my god, 400 XP. We're not. Whatever. Well, I can keep yapping. So the first thing I noticed is that I'm close running out of dust runes. I've only got like 200. That'll still last me for, another day or two probably, but it is going to be an issue, so I'll have to get some more of those. And then I've also been thinking that I'm just using the dragon felling axe right now, and I've been thinking maybe trying to get a crystal axe. I've already got a crystal pickaxe, so if I really wanted to, I think you can go and break those apart and you'll get the tool seed back. But I've also been thinking maybe just trying out some Volcano, because I haven't done it since they've changed it, and I think they only really changed they didn't change a ton. I think you can theoretically get them in 1 down now. I don't know if that happens a lot in masses, which is what I probably would be doing if I did it, and I don't know what the loot would be like. But I do know tool seeds rates are pretty fixed as long as you get enough contribution. So I'd be curious of checking that out. It's only 1 in 200 or something like that, so it'd be nice. And of course, getting smithing XP, we still need 99 smithing, even though Giant's Foundry is not free, but it doesn't cost a ton of money with the Addy Myth method. So we can always fall back on that. And there's 96 construction. I'm glad I was recording, because I forgot that was going to happen. That's why I started recording, and then I started yapping, and then I just completely left my brain. But there it is, 96 construction. Only 3 more levels to go. I'm glad. It's it was stretching there for a bit. You might have noticed, I don't know if I had any clips, I turned off the XP orbs for a second, because I was like, oh, I don't want to be constantly looking at it. And then I felt like I made really, really good progress over 2 days, and I was barely over 50%, and I was like, what? And I think it's just because I didn't realize, how much XP it is between all of these when the levels are this late, because we're at, just over 1 million XP to 97. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute, but this isn't too bad. It's been going okay. Got plenty of money. I don't know if I ever said, but I started with 91.5 mil, and we're down to 80 mil right now for 2.5 levels we've gotten. I don't remember where we were at when we started. But, money's not an issue. Don't need much. I already have fletching, so we don't need to pay for many other things on the account to come. You can kind of just chill with this stuff. I do wish there was, like, I don't know, any other way to do this, but it's fine. I mean, this is kind of why I, subconsciously think I had stopped playing for a while, because I knew it's just, I've been realizing that what I loved so much about RuneScape, and especially UIM, was like not trying to like solve things. Like most things are solved for the account if you like, look up stuff online, But it was fun to have to try and like learn new methods, like interesting ways to do it. It felt like, as I'm leveling, it's like, oh, the thing that's best for UIM kind of changes a little bit. It's different, it's quirky, I mean, for any skill, your best methods will change as you level up. And I feel like I'm just at the point now with all my things where it's like I'm starting out to plan what I'm going to do for all of these, and it's just going to be all the same. And it kind of sucks. Like Herblore, we know what we're going to do for Herblore. It's just going to be mixology. We're not even halfway of all the XP we need for Herblore to 99. So it just kind of mentally is a little draining to think like, oh, we're just going to have to do that. But it is what it is. It's, once you get into a groove of things, it's not too bad. And I definitely think probably the best thing for me is to try and do things one at a time. Although I am debating whether or not I want to go back into Slayer, because oh my god, there's tons of stuff. I probably will go back and do Slayer. I would like to do Hydra sometimes, but I also kind of I definitely don't think I'm going to be doing any more bosses other than Hydra for Slayer. So, although I'm saying that, but I was like, if I get a Bandos task or a Zambi task, I'll probably try that. But no Sire, no Grotesque Guardians, none of that stuff. I think I'm just going to try and get the XP rolling for that when I eventually go to it. Extreme Tech was just learned. Varlamore Part 3 came out like 2 days ago, and I was just listening to Mudkip's recap of the update at work, and something he mentioned that I was like, wait, you're wrong. That's not how it works. He said, hey, you can just now one-click to empty the log basket, because that's not how it's been I've been doing this for, a couple weeks now, a week or two, not a couple weeks, but I could do left click, was check, and then I'd be doing like check, yes, and then, you have to empty them. But I don't know when they did it. Actually, I do know. I looked it up. It was with the Part 3 Varlamore update. You can now just do swap left click to be empty. And then, so now we just buy planks, bang, one click, and then we get the rest of them. So much nicer. It was so annoying to have to go through that menu, and I'm surprised it took until just now to get it. But hey, late is certainly better than never. Well, I knew I was going to end the video when I ran out of steel bars, and I didn't think to like record a clip. As I was running out, I just like did it, and well, so here we are in the POH. No more supplies left. We are almost halfway. We're like 48% of the way to 97 construction, so not bad. I think we started on 94 this episode, or we got 94, so 94, 95, 96 we got this episode, although we were pretty close to 94 at the start, so not terrible. It was going slow for a second, but then it started going faster at the end, so I'm happy. But thank you for watching if you made it this far, or if you watched this video in the first place. Who knows how many months it's been since my last one at this point. But yeah, I did. Put the word out that I'm back 100%. There's not going to be any more delays. I do have to run to the store real quick, but I promise it won't be too long till you see me again. I at least got to finish construction. But next time, I was debating going to Volcano for a crystal axe, and I think I'm going to at least try. Or at the very least, I would like to maybe green log Volcano, because we already have the, spoiler alert for my previous episodes, but I have the pet and already one crystal tool seed at 219 KC, so pretty spooned log so far, I think. I think we're just about on rate for the crystal tool seed. I think it's right around 1 in 200 for that, so it's not the worst, but we also might potentially get some smithing supplies, because we do still need smithing XP, and also, we're going to need more steel bars, although I do have another potential way to get them, I hope, if we don't get any from Volcano, but I expect we'll get at least some from Volcano. But anyway, that'll be for next time. For now, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. TM.